G'day all, how you all going? The time is 5:10 in the evening and I'm recording this with two cameras. The one camera I use every day, which is the Sony camera, which I record the lake and the ocean every day, and the second camera is the Samsung Gear 360, which will give me a nice 360 view of the sunset. Now there's no clouds behind us, so it's going to be disappointing. But it has given a nice reflection off the trees, the sunset. Gives a nice yellow reflection onto the green, and the reflection of the lake is really, really nice. Now this voiceover will be used for both cameras. Now I do hope you like these little videos, and so please subscribe. Now the sun is getting now. Let's have a quick zoom in with this camera. I like the reflections. It's very rarely, and that's halfway zoomed in with this camera. Now it's very rarely you actually get to see a sunset like this time of year. Normally it's pretty much overcast, cloudy or rainy, or pretty much when they're doing the burn off it's covered in smoke. Now you can see half a moon out. Let's zoom in all the way into the sun. Now that's zoomed in all the way. Got a little bit of cloud blocking it here and there, but other than that it's really, really beautiful. And you can actually see the treetops. Now that should hit the treetops. Now I wouldn't mind clouds behind me, because you can see now the reflection when I zoom this out. The reflection off those clouds, that pinky colour, is really, really beautiful. Now I won't wait until the sun just hits the those trees, and then I'll do another zoom in. Now you'll see a couple of birds in that on the lake. There was a person fishing over there, but he must have gone home. And there's no one else actually on this beach. Not one person. Couldn't ask for a better day today. It was about 20 degrees, almost hit 21 I think. It was really nice. Now the sun's just hitting the tops of those trees, I believe. So let's have a zoom in. Yep, just on the top of that mountain in the background, right behind the trees. Zoom back out because I want to get a bit more colour into it. As I said before, this is very rare you get to see days like this, the sunsets like this. And hopefully we get a nice reflection when it hits just over the horizon of the clouds. There's a flock of birds all going. There's a bird popped up. Oh wow, look at that. So hard trying to figure out what to do. Zoom in or zoom it out, or don't touch it at all and just let the whole beauty of it go past, because I don't think either one of these cameras will do it justice. I don't think it really lifts out the pinks, the yellows and the oranges and all that you see in this sunset. And it's almost going to disappear, so I'll just zoom it back out again. I'll let it just vanish over the horizon. But that shadow effect on the water from the clouds and the sun and that just looks really magical. I'm not quite sure if it looks like a jet or a bird or... There it goes. Just dips behind the horizon. The time is 5:17 in the evening. So that didn't take very long to really just disappear. But we've still got the effect though of the sun coming here and reflecting off the clouds and the water still, which is good. I'll try to catch a little bit of that, a little bit more. That was probably one of the best sunsets I've seen, like with the full sun, for a while. And normally I come here about 5:16, and yeah, the sun's still pretty up higher, but it's pretty much there, 5:18, and it's disappeared. Like when you view both of these footages with the with this camera, it's pretty much fixed. I can zoom in, I can move it around, but it's pretty much going to be fixed in one spot. So I want to catch that sunset and all this light and reflection and all that in one spot. But if you over to with the other camera, using the Gear 360, you see these clouds are just forming now, like they've been there for a while, but the sun's been reflecting off and reflects it. There's beautiful colours onto the lake itself, and you don't get to see that. And when I'm looking around, I see more to my right hand side here. I see all these other clouds now coming up with a bit of purple and a bit of pink in them, stuff like that. You don't get to see that, nor you get to see the moon, which is fantastic. It looks beautiful. To the left, they're not so great looking clouds. They're more greyish, hint of pink, but more greyish, but you've got birds flying over and stuff like that. And you don't really get, like a couple of nights ago, there was a really beautiful one where the clouds were behind me and they were just as vibrant as the clouds in front of me. And I mean, they were just as, the sun was hitting those and the reflection, they were just really beautiful. Like we're getting birds over at the moment. I think they're just out of the reach of this camera because they're not high enough. Some are getting reflected on it, like some are in the frame, but then most of them weren't. But you've got those clouds that were behind me were just as beautiful as the ones in front of me. And I couldn't record that with this camera because of how you want to record something. Like, I don't have it, this is not a 360 camera. So with the others, but the only disadvantage I think with the 360 camera is the zoom factor. I haven't tried it with the like using Optus Rift or anything like that yet. Which I've got to try. I've got to get set up so I can use it as in virtuality and see. I can only put it onto the computer and then convert it over into a 3D effect, and then just spin it around with my mouse like I can normally do, like seeing 360 videos online. That's all I can do till I can actually get something. But as I said before, you get to see a lot more. That's probably the only disadvantage is zooming in factor of the 360 camera itself, and the stitching does leave a little bit to be desired. I don't know if anybody else is having the same problem, but I see the stitch marks quite easily in the 360, even in this type of light. I don't know what caused that, or how to fix that, I should say. I don't know what caused it, but I know how to fix it because there's two cameras. But anybody out there who does know, please let me know. But now you can see it's the right hand side here as this SunSet. Now I will zoom in this camera so you can have I'll zoom it across, I should say. I won't zoom in because I want to still capture that. But you can see these clouds and how beautiful that reflection is. You don't get to see that with this camera normally. I'd have to change it again, but you don't get to see that. The 360 should be able to pick that up. I'm hoping it will. I hope that the sock I'm standing on is not blocking the view for it. The reflection anyway off the lake. But you don't get to see that. Alright, so there is good points and bad points for everything. But other than that, it's a beautiful night. I'm hungry. This sunset was one of the best ones. Seen for a long time, like a full sunset, which is really nice. And it's cold. My name's Wilfred West from Loch, Victoria, Australia, signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. You all have a great day now.